Hello, my beautiful friends. Hope you're doing amazing. Today, we're going to be discussing another unpopular opinion, if that's something you'd be interested in. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Audrey. Thank you so much for being here. Please consider subscribing down below before you leave. We talk about makeup over here. I'm just a mom who loves makeup, and that's what we do. And if you're returning, hi, hello, welcome. I love and appreciate you, and let's get started. Okay, so let's jump right in. This is an unpopular opinion video, meaning we're going to discuss my opinion that's probably a little unpopular. It could be the same opinion you have. Oops, I made such a mess on my desk. Or it could be different than your opinion. Either way, please remember to keep the comments kind. I really appreciate I really do. I really appreciate hearing your guys' opinions, even if they're different than mine, in the comment section, as long as you can keep it respectful and kind. It's really not that hard. One of these videos I posted, a subscriber commented that, she felt differently, and it didn't super change my opinion, but it did really make me think. And yeah, I'm not as scared to use limited edition makeup now because of that video and everything and all the comments. So if you could, please let me know down in the comments how you feel about my opinion, and just keep it kind. Okay, I am sorry if this upsets you. I think that this, I don't know how much people are going to have a different opinion than me on this subject. So today we are going to be talking about makeup dupes. I feel pretty strongly, I say that in every video, I'm very opinionated. I'm a very opinionated person. And any opinion I have, I pretty much am hot or cold. There's no in-between opinion for Audrey over here. So I feel very strongly about this. Makeup dupes, man. There's been lots of talk about makeup dupes in the beauty world as of recently. I've been watching lots of videos, specifically, Charlotte Tilbury and e.l.f. And personally, I do not like makeup dupes. I don't like it. I don't like the idea of it. I will not be spending my money on dupes. I understand why it's upsetting to brands like high-end makeup brands like Charlotte Tilbury. I understand why it's upsetting. I really hope everyone can at least understand why it's upsetting. Even if you want to buy the dupe and you want to spend your money on that, I hope you can understand why it would be upsetting. I think that if a makeup brand, like a high-end makeup brand, Charlotte Tilbury, all of the ones that I feature on my channel, Natasha Denona, Westman Atelier, Merit, Prada, NARS, just to name a few, Haus Labs. If they, I don't know who the absolutely wonderful creative minds that are behind these brands that are making stuff up. Lisa Eldridge, innovative stuff, right? Happening. New stuff. Not super new. It's really hard to be super new, but like when Charlotte Tilbury, when somebody in that brand made up the Hollywood Flawless filter, that was the first of its kind, right? So there's not a lot of first of its kind right now, but still, even with eyeshadows, you the color stories are original. So even if you're copycatting somebody's color story, that's a color story that they've created, that they've spent time on, that their team has worked on, and it's being copied and duped. And I think that's awful. If I had a cosmetic brand and I put so much time and thought into creating the products I did and the color stories, and I mean, I really, really understand why that would be upsetting to a brand owner, to a company. And I don't like it and I don't want to support it personally because, I mean, it just seems really, uh, what's the word? Sneaky, not sneaky, because they're doing it in plain sight. It's just kind of, it just icky. It just feels icky to me. So I don't like dupes. And you will not be able to convince me that the dupes are as good as the original. There's no way. There's no way. I may be naive. I may be naive. I'm admitting that. But I like to live in my little naive world and believe that the expensive makeup that we buy has better ingredients and things that make it more expensive. Even if there is not better ingredients in the products, at least the packaging is better. It just is. There is no way, there's never a time when you're going to go to the e.l.f. section of Ulta and find a package that feels like luxury makeup. It's different. And I personally would rather buy the luxury product than the dupe for all the reasons I just mentioned. You know, I'm just not. I'm not about, oh my goodness gracious. Not about that. So, like, and I understand, okay, not everybody is willing to spend their money on luxury makeup. That makes sense to me. But even if you're not willing to spend money on luxury makeup and you're going to buy drugstore stuff, why does the drugstore have to dupe the luxury makeup? Why don't they make up their own stuff? e.l.f. has been around for a very long time. I used to buy e.l.f. I had a ton of e.l.f. I think I even had a full face. I had a full face of e.l.f. And, you know, I haven't seen, like, ColourPop, for an example. They don't dupe other makeup. They're doing just fine. So why are the people at e.l.f. not creative enough to make up their own ideas, their own stuff, their own things? Why do they have to dupe luxury makeup? It doesn't make sense to me, really. And I mean, I pulled this out for a reason. This is my West Atelier Super Loaded Tinted Highlight in Peau de Pêche. This is heavy. This is heavy and gorgeous and luxurious, and you will never be able to experience something like that for drugstore prices. It's just not how it works. So dupes, I think dupe is a strong word because even if they claim to be a dupe of something, I mean, are they really? I don't think so. I think that the uh, the packaging and the formula is going to be better in the luxury makeup because there's a reason why it's more expensive. That's what I think. There are some brands that, I mean, have completely created their identities based on duping expensive makeup palettes with the same kind of um, color stories. And I have tried um, some of those brands a long time ago before I was on YouTube. I was, I was hard for money. I didn't have a lot. I wasn't buying luxury makeup. So I was purchasing these dupes of the high-end makeup palettes that I couldn't buy from these brands that are, I mean, entirely built on creating dupes, which it's just, I don't like that. It makes a really yucky taste in my mouth. I don't think that's cool. But um I've tried them, did try them, and I can tell you firmly now that um now that I can afford the uh the more expensive high-end makeup, specifically Natasha Denona, that formula in Natasha Denona is so much better. It can run circles around those brands that cannot think of their own ideas and have to dupe other companies. Like, I think that's really, really messed up. And I would never film a video like that. So you won't see that on my channel. You probably won't see any drugstore comparisons, and you won't see any, does this palette dupe this palette? I just don't agree with that. I hope that makes sense. And I mean, I do understand, fully. Do not get it twisted. I understand not being able to spend the money on the high-end makeup. I get that. That is not what I'm trying to say. You want to buy drugstore? Buy drugstore. You can create a beautiful look with drugstore. I know. No, my issue is with the dupes, the brands that have decided, like Maybelline and L'Oreal and Revlon, like they make good stuff. ColourPop, they make good stuff that's not dupes. Even Elf, they make really good products that are not dupes of high-end makeup, that don't claim to be dupes. That so I just don't agree with the duping of it all. Yeah, like no, nope. There's a few brands at Ulta in the drugstore section that are completely built on duping high-end makeup, and I just think that's wrong. It would really upset me personally. Maybe I'm a little bit of a sensitive, but I just like, yeah, no, it would upset me if I was a brand owner. It just makes sense. I put all this time into creating this incredible color story that I love passionately, and then there's just going to be brands that are going to dupe it and call it their own, and that's messed up. So I am not a fan of makeup dupes. Yeah, and honestly, if I could go back and tell myself, past Audrey, quantity is not better than quality. Because when I was spending money on drugstore makeup, I wanted a lot of it. I wanted a lot. It's kind of how my personality is. I still want a lot. But even though I wanted a lot, so I was spending a lot of money on drugstore makeup. And really, I wish I could tell myself that the quality of luxury, more expensive makeup is better. It's just better. So it's better to have a small collection, in my opinion, my personal opinion. It's better to have a small collection of luxury makeup that performs and feels like luxury than a large collection full of cheap drugstore makeup. That is my hot take opinion. So, what do you guys think? What do you think about what do you think about makeup dupes? Are you super into it? I mean, I know there's makeup channels on YouTube that pretty much like center around them buying the dupes and testing drugstore makeup against luxury makeup. Is it better? Is it not as good? Is it, so I know there's a niche for that. That's just not my thing. I really don't like it. Feels icky to me. So yeah. I'm gonna go finish my eye look and I will be back to wrap this up. Okay, so in conclusion, the makeup world is big enough for all brands, different shapes, sizes, and price points. I just wish that some brands wouldn't be so lazy. That's the word I was looking for earlier, was lazy. It just feels lazy. Stop copying people. Stop duping makeup. Make something better. Why aren't they making better things? Why are they just copying luxury makeup? So that is my unpopular opinion on makeup dupes. What is your opinion? Please let me know down in the comments. How do you feel about this? Is it not that deep? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? And yeah, I think that is everything. Please remember to keep the comments kind. I truly, truly appreciate that. Okay. With that, if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much. I love and appreciate you. Give this video a thumbs up if you love videos like this, and I will see you in my next one. Bye! Oh, and if you can hear the kids the whole time outside, I'm literally right by a window, and I don't know if you can hear them until I am editing. So if you can hear them screaming outside, they're just playing outside while I film, which is supposed to be better and less loud than them being inside, but maybe it's not. Oops. Ooh. Say hi.
Hi. That's pretty. I like that. Those two purples. Those three purples.
Two purples.
And that green.
Ooh. Are you playing outside?
Yes.
Bye. Love you.